Hello friends and welcome back to another Alliance War. Today we're taking on ISO8X. We are still in Gold 1 for the time being. Seems like we won't fall too far out of it. Today's war is interesting because this big spender has two R3 6-stars, including this Korg, who is the boss of our battle group today. And pretty high sig too. I think it was like 170, 180, something around that range. And then he was using that Omega on attack. So, all right, we're going to go back to the trusty trio today. We're on path 3 again, so some Psychic Thorns. First up, we have a 5-star Hood. This is pretty much just a warm-up fight. Nothing really going on with Hood here. I don't think there's any bonus for him for taking like energy damage or really anything. This is really just a 100% diversity play. So the goal here, of course, is to make it out with close to or an actual yellow bar. So I think my plan here is just to get him down as close as possible and then try and finish him off or close to it with an S3. Maybe regen that last little bit of health to get me to that yellow bar, and then we can move on. So, but again, I haven't taken much block damage here, just a couple parries. And we're not really in unless we make a critical mistake, which, at this point, you never know. It could happen, I guess. Alright, so we fired off our SP3, and down he goes. So we didn't get the yellow bar, but it's okay. It's close enough, for our purposes anyway. Alright, next up we have a Sentinel on Psychic Thorns. So this was a fight a few wars ago that I royally screwed up. And took a special 2, and then it heal blocked me. So when I launched my SP3 expecting to heal up to full, I was passively heal blocked, and I died immediately after from the incinerate damage. So since then, I think in war I've been very conservative when it comes to Sentinels, unless I'm using Void because I'm immune to the incinerate damage at that point. This Sentinel was being very helpful with his special ones. It didn't require a lot of time spent baiting. I'm using a mutant, so of course the analysis is already complete. Only a few seconds into the fight, he just gains that at an incredible rate. I'm going to hold my SP3 here, just in case I need it to heal up. But then I kind of think, maybe I should use it to get the Fury up because my damage isn't the best without the bleeds. So I go ahead and fire it off. So without the bleeds, the damage isn't that great with Namor. And in addition, since Sentinel's a robot, I'm not gaining Outrage at a fast enough rate. So I need to get the Fury manually this way rather than relying on Imperious Rex. So you can see that there is no block damage from Sypha, and that's because we actually fell back into tier 6, and apparently there are no defense tactics in this tier, so I guess that's good, but also not very. So then the fight looks pretty much in control here, but I screw up near the end here, and I block an SP2, and then when I try and punish it, he parries me. So I don't know what's up with the timing on that. We'll see if I was just a little bit too late getting back in. We still make it through with the solo, but it happens. So not sure why I waited out that stun there. Probably could have finished him off with another SP2. Instead, I back off and trying to bait out this SP1, and it's coming, promise. Right, so here I'm trying to finish him off with, take that block, 1 incinerate, and parry. So I don't know, I don't feel like my timing was too slow there, but whatever. So take some unnecessary damage at the very end of the fight. That's really annoying because I'm going to have to heal up Namor for later on in the war. But at least we got the full AB. So, alright, we're up on tier 2 now. We got the champion on, what is this? This is Masochism. So, Warlock, not the best matchup because it's a cosmic champion. However, it's only a problem if I deploy my infection while he has any number of buffs up. I didn't want to go in with Void because Void is listed as one of the champions of the universe. So the Unstoppable and the Fury buffs would be happening more frequently. I figured it was safer to just kind of trust in the infections with Warlock. So as long as I could get pretty much my first one up before he got his Unstoppable or his Fury buffs up, it doesn't matter if subsequent infections were shortened, because I only need one up at any point to stop his healing. So right there, I got kind of lucky. I threw my special 2 right as he was going Unstoppable, so I didn't get punished for that. Fight's going pretty well. I think I do accidentally hit into him while he's Unstoppable at one point, and again, takes some unnecessary damage, but right there, yeah. So wasn't paying attention, thought I could finish him off before the buffs came up. Took a couple hits. That's all on me, so my fault, but we still get out of there with the full AB. Complete that objective. Alright, moving right along here up to Green Goblin on Buffet. I think I heal up Warlock again. I even in a season that's lost, I guess I still have my pride. So, I don't want to take a death where it's where it would be stupid to not heal up. So you notice I haven't been boosting very much. That's pretty much intentional. The season is pretty much over, and has been for a while for us. I think at this point the war was reasonably close. However, we were still losing, as is pretty much expected at this point. So I'm trying to avoid boosting where necessary. I'm saving my boosts for the off season, for more stuff, story content that I want to do later on. So. Alright, so nothing really special going on with this Green Goblin. I'm just trying to bait out the SP1. No block damage. Not a lot of block damage because there's no Siphon. Lay into him with the SP2, get those nice armor breaks up, and it looks like this person is not really running willpower, so I don't get the extra power drain from that, but I was getting good power drain from when he was regenning naturally, so... Alright, Green Goblin down, no worries there. Alright, so next up is a bit of a classic fight if you've been watching this channel for some time. A few seasons ago, before we had somebody with Corvus in our battle group, I was taking Aggression Armor, Iron Man, Infinity War mini-bosses, pretty much every war, just parry heavy and let the degen do his work. So don't have to do parry heavy here. I do have to watch out for the armor passives to make sure I don't get parried. I also have to make sure that my parries don't fail, right, like I did there, and take some hits to the face. This is a pretty sloppy fight, to be completely honest. I don't know what I was doing, if I was distracted or what, but I promise you I'm really not this bad at fighting him normally. So take an SP1 to the face there, and then I think I actually end up taking another one right there. He special intercepts me. He's the AI, listen, it's definitely on me for attacking into him when he had a bar of power, but I feel like every month they make certain tweaks to the AI based on tactics that the community is using and sharing with each other. So, but maybe that's just tinfoil hat stuff. Alright, so we get Fear the Void up, so we don't have to worry about his power gain now, but we do have to worry about his parrying. So I'm going to stick to heavies and let the degen finish him off. So again, a lot of unnecessary damage there. Took 2 specials to the face, but we still get out of there. Just a really sloppy war, and it kind of culminates here. So the last fight for today is this Killmonger mini-boss. This was late at night, and I was in a poor mood, and I should have waited. You notice I didn't boost, even though this is a mini-boss. I figure it's just a Killmonger. There's no defense tactics. How difficult could it be? The answer is, if you forget that there's Limber on this node, then it can be pretty difficult. So you can see he is not taking a lot of damage, and that's because he has a bleed immune node on him. However, that means that since he's not taking those bleeds, we're building up Outrage guaranteed with every medium attack, which is nice, so we can get up to that mega damage SP3 and the Furies much quicker. I've noticed that since they nerfed Namor, I have not really been able to to get to 2 Fury passives very frequently in war, and I think that was their intent. So, Namor's damage is still pretty good. His utility is really his best selling point, but yeah, I guess the nerf hit him a little bit harder than I expected it would. So he's got 1 Fury passive up now. We've hit Imperious Rex. I should have launched my SP3 there. I don't think it would have taken him to 3 bars of power, rather. We launch an SP2 there, and now we're pretty much a good spot, except my dex didn't work there, and I took an SP2 to the face, and then I stupidly hit into him while he was blocking. He had those counterpunch charges, so, the fight is still okay at this point. Now I have to sit here because he still has those counterpunch charges, so I have to be very careful not to hit into him. And then what happens is I parry him to finish him off, and then the Limber Node, I apparently had used up all my parries right there, and he counters with an SP1 and kills me. So really, really poor play on my part. That was 100% on me. I should have waited until the morning when I was more clear-headed, I guess, and or boosted up. So we revive, heal up, go back in, and finish him off. And that was a no boss action for today. We had a bunch of guys bring in Omega for that Korg, so they got him down pretty easily. And red screen as usual. 1 L3 potion, 4 L4s. So we've had a couple of light item use wars lately, so that that's fine. Only 6 kills, that's pretty low typically. 1 stupid death, 100% on me, and our record falls to 1 and a billion. So only a few wars left, thankfully. I'll be happy when this season is over. I think I say that every season, but more so this season for sure. So please hit that like button if you like this kind of stuff. Definitely leave me some comments. Let me know how your stuff is going. If there's any fights you've had lately that have been really annoying. I like hearing from you guys. So, and thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.